you write a sales page that converts, that has people wanting to buy your amazing product or service? Hey y'all, I'm Kendrick Shope, creator of Authentic Selling, the #1 sales process for your business, which allows you to get more customers, make more money, and have the freedom to live the life you want to live. For tactical, practical, proven, strategic sales solutions that work for your business, ring the bell and subscribe. Written communication is one of the 4 types of sales communication that makes your business money. But writing a sales page can take literal hours and hours and hours that turn into days and days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks. It is a lot of time to get your sales page right. Can I get an amen? Now, it is true that you could hire a copywriter to write a really wonderful sales page for you. But that sales page needs to have a few things that you need to make sure that the copywriter includes. You may be thinking, isn't that the job of the copywriter? But in some cases, copywriters write really funny and fantastic copy that is not geared towards selling. So today, whether you're writing your sales page for yourself or whether you're hiring it out, you're going to learn what needs to be in a sales page that converts. There are 2 different types of sales pages that convert. One is a short form sales page and one is a long form sales page. And both can convert depending on what situation you're in. Also, within the industry, I'm a dinosaur. I've been around for a decade. The pendulum sort of swings both ways. So just like in fashion, everything comes back around again. In sales pages, everything comes back around again. So when I started, what was converting was short sales pages or short sales pages. Then the pendulum, or also known as pendulum, would swung. Wow. Oh my goodness. The pendulum went back towards longer sales pages. And that's been sort of the status quo. However, people are overstimulated as all get out. People's attention span is about this big and it's getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And so the pendulum is swinging back towards shorter sales pages. So what needs to be included in your sales page at a bare minimum? What you're about to learn, the first part of what you're about to learn, it has been used in advertising agencies and by copywriting professionals for hundreds of years. Every commercial that you see on television goes through this first part. You've probably heard it before. It is AIDA. A, attention, I, interest, D, desire, and A, action. AIDA. That is the copywriting framework that, again, has been used for hundreds of years. Why has it been used for so long? Because it works. And that is the foundation of a lot of short sales pages, AIDA. However, we do need to update that a little bit for the online world. So whether you're writing long form sales pages or short form sales pages, you need a little bit more information added in to that foundation of AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action, than just simply attention, interest, desire, action. The one exception to that is if you're writing a corporate sales page. Corporate sales pages still follow that traditional framework of attention, interest, desire, action. But how do we update that for service providers, coaches, consultants, course creators? How do we update that to make sure that we include what people are actually getting? Well, today you're going to learn the never before shared publicly authentic selling copywriting formula that converts for sales pages. So it starts with A, attention. No shocker there. You got to grab somebody's attention before they can move forward. You got to disrupt the noise that's going on because people are reading sales pages on their phone. People are doing multiple things while they are looking at your sales page. Maybe their kid's saying, "Mommy!" Maybe their kid is saying, "What's for dinner?" Ugh. It's my most hated question in the whole wide world. Maybe they don't have kids. Maybe their boss is calling. Maybe they are multitasking and binging on the righteous gemstones. Whatever the case, we are a distracted generation and are a distracted group of people. It's not a generation thing. We are a distracted group of people. We multitask. And when we are multitasking, research shows that you have the same capacity as someone who is high from smoking weed. Cue the Nelly. Light it up, take a puff, pass it to me now, or maybe it's pass it to the left. I've taught this for 10 years and I still don't know what the words are. If somebody can tell me in the comments, that would be helpful. You have the same brain capacity as somebody who's high from smoking weed. How much is someone going to retain and remember and be convinced by a sales page that they are reading when they have the same brain capacity as someone who's high from smoking weed? So that attention-getting statement is crucial, because if you don't get their attention, they're not going to read the rest of your incredible sales page. So step number 1 is attention. Step number 2 is interest. After you grab someone's attention, you have to show them that you understand what is going on in their life. You understand the kind of pain that they are experiencing that is causing them to seek a solution to this problem. And you do this by creating interest. They have to be interested enough to keep reading, and you do this by making it about them and the problem they want solved, not about you and how you can solve the problem. Lots of times people jump right into, I can solve your problem, but we haven't even really talked about what the problem is. So you do this by using a tool called the Dr. Dre tool. And basically, the Dr. Dre tool we talk about in a different video, which you can learn after this video. We'll link it up here for you. But the Dr. Dre tool is a series of questions. Do you? Have you? Are you? Are you experiencing a lack of sales? Would you like to see an increase in money in your bank account as a result of what you're selling? Could you use more customers? This is head nodding copy. This is the interest statement. Do you? Have you? Are you? Would you? That is your interest. So we get their attention and then we ask a series of questions that creates interest. Then we have to transition. So step number 3 is the T. We have to transition from the land of pain to the land of desire. I don't know who to give credit to. I don't know who sings that song, but anyway, credit is given. Desire. We don't want to keep people in the land of pain. We don't want to pour salt in their wound. We don't want to make them wrong for having this problem. We want them to believe that it is possible to find a solution. So we need to transition with one sentence from the land of pain to the land of possibility or the land of desire. So step number 1 is attention. Step number 2 is interest. Step number 3 is transition. Step number 4 is desire. And this is where you get to talk about all the things that if someone uses your product or service, they might experience. This is not the promise part of the sales page. So you're not saying you will absolutely make $1 million. By the way, if anybody is promising you that their system is no fail, make $1 million, run. Because nobody can promise that. I'm sorry, they can't. So this is where you talk about what's possible. This is where you talk about imagine waking up to a full roster of clients. Imagine having a job that you love. The minute your foot hits the ground, you are excited to go to work. All the things that they are dreaming of when they put their head on their pillow at night. Spoiler alert, nobody's dreaming about a Facebook group. So, attention, interest, transition, which is one sentence, desire. Those are your first 4 steps of your sales page that converts. AITD. Attention, interest, transition, desire. Once we get to desire, we need to transition again into your amazing product or service and how it solves their problem and why it matters. So you have one sentence that is the transition from I've gotten your attention, I've gotten your interest, I've told you what is possible. Now let's get into my product or service. This can literally be, that's the exact reason I created authentic selling. The next step is features. So we've got attention, interest, transition, desire, transition, features. Step 1, attention. We got to grab their attention. Step 2, interest. We got to give them reasons to keep reading. Step 3, transition from pain to desire. Step 4, desire. Tell them what's possible. Step 5, transition to selling. Step 6, features. Don't miss this. One of the biggest mistakes that people make online when writing sales pages is they sell off of features. I got news for you. Features don't sell. I'm going to say it again. Features don't sell. Nobody wants a Facebook group. Nobody, no matter how wonderful you are, really wants to pay you to coach with you. You may be incredible, but they don't go to bed at night saying, I dream of working with, insert your name, and giving you my hard-earned money, and showing up for 12 coaching calls, and working through my issues. They don't. I'm sorry. They don't dream of it with me either, by the way. They dream of the result of that work. Nobody dreams about the work. They dream about the result of the work. So you have to tell the features. You have to tell what's included. 5 modules, 4 coaching calls, a Facebook group, homework, but you can't stop there. And this is a mistake a lot of people make. You got to go into the next step, which is benefits. Why should someone care? What difference is that Facebook group really going to make in my life? What difference is me giving you $20,000 and paying you for 12 coaching sessions going to do for my business? A sales page without benefits is like a car driving down the road at midnight on a country road with no lights on. Nobody's going to see it, and it's going to crash and burn. So, step 1 of a sales page that converts is attention. We got to get their attention. Step 2 is interest. We got to get them interested enough to keep reading. Step 3 is we got to transition from that interest, where we've talked about their pain points, to desire. Step 4 is desire. Let's paint a picture of what's possible for them. Step 5 is transition from desire to selling. Step 6 is features. What's included in your product or service? That's the easy part. The next step is benefit. Why does it really matter? The final 2 steps are action. What action do we want them to take? Buy now, fill out an application, and the final step is results. And this is where you would plug in testimonials or results, again, that they can expect as a result of your product or service. So let's run through it all real quick again one more time. I know this is a pretty dense video, right? Step 1, attention. Step 2, interest. Step 3, transition from interest to desire. Step 4, desire. Step 5, transition from desire to selling. Step 6, features. What's included in your product or service? Step 7, why does it matter? What's the benefit? How is their life going to be different as a result of? Step 8, action. What's the action you want them to take? And step 9, what's the result? What is whether it's testimonials or more of the results that you want to share that your product or service can create, that's what goes there. There are a couple of things to notice here. Number 1, the call to action, so step 8, is bookended by benefits. It's got a benefit above it, and it's got a benefit or a result below it. A result is a benefit. So your action is also where you talk about the investment, and that is bookended by benefits. We want people to see really, really clearly as they're skimming your sales page, if I give you this money, if I give you this much time, this is what's possible. A couple of other things to keep in mind in your sales page. Sales research shows that a sales page that converts is not a mix, is not just all paragraphs. It's not just all sentences. It is a mix of 3 sentences-ish and then bullet points. And then a sentence or 2, which is where your transition statements are going to go, and then bullet points. So let's apply this to the formula that we have here. Your attention-getting statement is a statement. It's a sentence or a group of sentences. Your interest-getting section is bullet points. Your transition statement from pain to desire is a group of sentences. Maybe it's 1 sentence, maybe it's 3 sentences. Your desire section is bullet points. Your transition section is a sentence or group of sentences. Transition to selling. Your features and benefits are bullet points. Your call to action is usually a couple of sentences. And your results or testimonials, or however you collect your results or testimonials. I have worked with tens of thousands of online entrepreneurs. And I have given feedback on hundreds of thousands of sales pages. And I can tell you, as sure as my hair is red, that this works. Even if your copywriter is writing for you, you need to make sure that they are checking the box. Are we getting people's attention? Are we keeping them interested enough to read on by talking about their pain points? Are we transitioning to desire and what's possible? Are we not just, as we transition into selling, not just talking about the features, the Facebook group, the coaching, the modules, but also about the benefits, why it matters, and what's the result? Is the call to action clear and the investment clearly stated? And then are there testimonials or more benefits that show what the result of this investment is going to do? It'll work for you. It works. Because we're hitting those core foundations of AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. But we've updated it for the modern online world. So one more time, let's go over the steps. Step 1 is attention. Step 2 is interest. Step 3 is a sentence, and that is transition from interest to desire. Step 4 is desire. Step 5 is transition from desire to selling. Step 6 is what are the features? What's included? What am I actually going to get for my investment? Step 7 is what is this going to do for me? Lucky number 7. Step number 7, what's it going to do for me? Why does it matter? Step 8 is call to action plus investment. And step 9 is results, testimonials, or benefits. Plug your next sales page into that formula, and I am willing to bet that you, like the other people who have been through Authentic Selling University, will see an increase in your conversions. And for more tactical, practical, proven, strategic sales solutions like this, make sure to ring the bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell and subscribe. I believe in you, and I believe in your business.